welcome to my channel. We are going to be doing a question a day in May where I will be answering a question each day from a member of my community. It's kind of in the title, right? And I also thought it might be fun to show you around my neighbourhood. So if you don't know, I live in Japan, kind of out in the countryside, and I'll share my lovely neighbourhood with you. Okay, let's get on to today's question. Hello, and today's question is from Nina. And Nina says, how do you introduce your kid to alternative schooling options? Interesting question. Okay, I don't know where to start. We decided when Ebicon was a baby, or I discovered Montessori when he was in the womb, and I suppose that is really an alternative education philosophy. And we didn't really introduce it as such because we just always did it. That's not just for education, but as a lifestyle, as our home environment. We followed Montessori. We always come back to follow the child. So no matter where he is in his stage of development, whenever things start to feel a bit icky or not smooth, or things don't feel like they're going quite right, then we always come back to follow the child and bring it back in and start asking questions and understanding what his needs are at the time. And that's basically how we did it. So I've never introduced a alternative teaching style, but I have explained along the way, even from when he was little, we would do projects in English, and I'd explain why we're doing in English. Why are we learning about knights and castles? Why are we learning about bats? Why are we learning about the Bahamas? Uh, these are all things that he picked out, and we'd follow his lead. But expanding his vocabulary was the main one, and helping him learn more about language and culture and everything else that goes in with being bilingual, because being bilingual isn't just about speaking another language, a second language. It's also being bicultural, so understanding the other culture to a natural level. So yeah, just really explaining from an early age. Kids understand a lot. We often underestimate what they do and don't understand. So just talk to them and tell them exactly what's going on and why you're doing it, and get their feedback. Ask them how they feel too. And then because Ebicon went to a Japanese Shinto shrine kindergarten, and that was, I wouldn't say it was particularly alternative or non-traditional. Like a lot of it was very traditional in the Japanese sense of community and caring for the environment and that kind of thing. I suppose it was non-traditional in the fact that it was different to an English kindergarten. And then he went to just a regular Japanese elementary school, and then a strange woman keeps following me. If I die, okay, I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, regular elementary school, and then for junior high we did take an alternative method, and we homeschooled. And again, we did the whole follow the child. We talked to him about it. We explained what our concerns were about him going into a regular regular junior high school, and why we think it would be better for him to not to be homeschooled. And again, with high school, he hasn't gone to a regular high school, and he was a big part of that decision-making process. So being a part of the process, even from when he was really little, he's been part of the family. We've always asked his opinion. We've always talked about the decisions. And I think that is a really important part. That is part of the process, is just being open and talking to it as well. So my husband, when before Evikun started school, so before he was 6, my husband was not on board with the homeschooling, and I wanted him to go to elementary school because I couldn't teach him the Japanese side of things. I couldn't teach him the intricacies of Japanese culture. I just that's not something I can do. So I wanted him to go to elementary school, and I do like the way in Japan how they teach the kids in elementary in the way that a lot of it is non-competitive. It's cooperation, community, helping each other out, looking after the environment, that kind of thing. So I was all on board with that. So I had 6 years to work on my husband so I could get him into alternative or homeschooling at junior high. I hope that answers your question. And I know you have another question, but I'm going to do that in another video to keep these short and sweet. I hope that answered all your questions today. If you have a question, pop it in the form below and come and join us in Mums That Rock, which is our online community for mums who are multi-passionate and building a business around their family. Please like and subscribe to my channel and all that jazz, and I will see you next time. Cheerio!